Well,
Hey guys.
my God. All right.
Our weird greeting.
Weakest intro ever.
Yeah.
It's going to be that one.
I sound like a complete idiot when I try to do that.
No, dude, you
yeah.
sound like the greatest 90s Bud Light commercial ever.
Thank
what
you.
you
I
sound
appreciate that.
Yeah. Welcome back to today's episode, our first one of the new year, kind of, sort of. We had some snow delays. We actually had a snow day at our studio. So that was fun.
Crazy.
At all three of our studios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually
three.
did not get snow. I got wet snow.
Sorry, what's that?
It's liquid snow.
No. Okay, continue. Elaborate a little bit, because that doesn't sound. That sounds like rain. That sounds like you got rain.
It did. I did. I got a lot of rain. I did. It sounds like you had rain just with extra steps.
It was absolutely crazy, man. Like dogs were freaking out. They wouldn't poop or pee.
Dude,
Where the heck are we?
Archie was having. So Archie already struggles when I take him out during the rain, so that's already a big struggle.
All dogs do. I don't know why. They're pathetic.
Dude, but the snow, we took him outside and he short circuited. He didn't know what to do.
Emily told me that like their paws are really sensitive. So like even just the changes in texture, like say you're at the mall and you change from like grass to tile, that's a whole kind of sensational thing for a dog.
Yeah,
heard.
Yeah.
I knew it was sensitive. I thought it was like just to like temperature and stuff though.
Yeah.
Heard.
I was thinking about buying those little like booties for them.
Oh my goodness.
But I was like, there's no point because it snows maybe once every like 30 years here in Texas.
Well, South Texas.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Central Texas. It snows like every year up in like the
Central,
Panhandle and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's 6 inches of snow in a place that never sees snow. So, that's pretty crazy.
It was still kind of cool. I stayed inside though. I definitely did not go outside like everybody else and made snowmen. I stayed.
You didn't
inside.
build a snowman?
No, I did not. It was too cold.
So if I sang to you, do you want to build a snowman?
My answer would have been absolutely not. Good luck though.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, bye.
You're actually supposed to build a snowman with whoever sings that song. You know that, right?
Exactly. Like you have to. It's in the law.
Yeah, it's in the law.
It's in the law.
Okay. Yes, I would have done it.
So we're like trying to do some awards, like how they do at the Academy, all fancy and stuff.
Yeah, we're here at the TTA Awards. So the TTAA, double T, double A's,
TAA, yeah,
2020. And we're about to hand out our awards to everybody. And we have a plethora of categories that we'll get throughout this episode. And it's gonna be a grand old time, and we'll have a nice, maybe next year we'll get someone like Chevy Chase or Ricky Gervais to host.
Or Michael Scott.
And
Michael
we can
Scott,
go and give
I
out
heard
awards.
is a great host.
Get out the Dundies, yeah,
exactly.
Great at that.
But what my big question though is like, what kind of trophy should we actually give out? Like, should we give out like a little like arcade stand or like a snow globe? Because we rate our movies and stuff with snow globes. What should we do?
An arcade.
We should give it out.
A golden joystick would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
a golden joystick would be cool too.
Yeah.
Or like the NES controllers.
Yeah.
The rectangular block.
Yeah.
Like gold one of those. That would be kind of cool.
We could do something like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll Amazon them to you later.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna be like the cheapest thing ever, and it's mainly as a joke, but it's serious.
Yeah.
And it'll wholeheartedly say participation award on it. So
it's kind of like how like Rooster Teeth like does these things too, and they'll actually send out little like golden roosters out, and some place out in California like put it on like their trophy mantle.
If you get an award, you get an award. Like you got to get the glass box to like start
exactly
your award collection in. I mean, it's just you got to expect more awards after that.
that means people know about you. People heard about you.
Exactly. So I guess we'll go ahead and jump right in and get started with our first award. Is going to be slappiest song, as quoted by Chris. Slappiest. It doesn't have to be the best. It has to be the slappiest.
I just figured it'd be a good category to have the slappiest of songs for 2020, just because everything slaps, and it just, by slap we mean it just aggressively hits you in the face.
Yeah, I would go to TikTok for that. Like what trending song is on TikTok that everyone's overlaying?
The person who came up with this like slappy thing, the slap word, was like the guy who's like, "Oh man, that's a good song." Slaps, dude. It's like, no. There's a new.
The knee slapping. Like that joke was a knee slapper. Is that not where it comes from? Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
That's for jokes, though, right?
Though, and it's called. Yeah, see, that's true. That is a joke.
Because when you say it's
called bop.
Bop.
Oh, that's been around for a while.
Okay, this Trendsetter.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Chris knows all this stuff, but I just figured out the other day, like somebody commented, like, "Oh, this is bop," and I'm like,
"No."
Urban Dictionary, that stuff, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's been for a few years now. People would say like that song's a bop, like it's a bop as in like you'd bop your head to it, or like you'd bounce around to, like you'd feel hyped listening to it.
Bob,
I've never heard that term before.
Like B-O-B your head to it, not bop.
No.
Like right? B-O-P?
That's from Papa? That's from P. That's from my understanding. But yeah, that term has been a while, because I've had friends of mine that have used it before, and I'm just, when I first heard it, I was like, sorry, what? You can't just say this song is good? It's great.
I know.
So, but yeah, that's been around for a little bit. But
God,
now
it shows how old we are.
Quickly turned into slaps. But the thing is like, I'm learning that people will use the word slaps, like this slaps for food as well.
Yeah.
And like everything, like people are starting to use this for food, for music.
I'm waiting for the next season of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives when Guy Fieri stops saying those cheese fries slap or something like that,
Oh, no.
He'll probably
slap, dude. That's just wrong. There's so many other actors. Like, come on, dude.
So what songs can we name, and then like what would we give the slappiest song award to?
I mean, the Smash Bros song was pretty iconic for 2020. I don't know what
I mean, my brother knows like the lyrics and everything. So
I know.
I think just purely, not because I like it or I listen to it or anything, it is really catchy. But purely off of what the culture is listening to right now, I would say WAP. Because on TikTok that is trending and everybody has like a dance to it and everything. Like this is, again,
I was going to go
like public knowledge.
I was going to go with Deathbed by Powfu. I was going to go with that because I only found that song out by TikTok.
There's a ton of that one's a good song. I do
it's
enjoy that one.
It's like the rise with like emo music and stuff like that is it's going away from like rock and it's going into more of rap and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And he's one of these, like, I think he's British too. I don't know what he is. And he like
Ronnie Radke, the one that started.
Exactly, yeah, like that. And like that song, like I only found through TikTok because someone was putting that over a bunch of stuff. And then I went and like listened to his stuff. And then like Blink-182 ended up doing a remix version with him, Powfu. And they were like released that on like some like little EP.
I would say that one's probably going. Another one is another one of these TikTok songs is Yellow Hearts by Ant, which is also kind of a good one. It's a bit of a, I guess, like a kind of like a love song or like an R&B-ish soulful kind of song. Yeah, that one's also another trending one on TikTok. For this week, I guess we could just take it to TikTok and see what What we can
really up, you can though, because that's like radio stations aren't getting any play without stuff from TikTok. Like that's how they're picking out their top songs and stuff.
When was the last time y'all listened to the radio?
I hate all songs.
I listen to sports radio,
Spotify radio.
No, like the radio, like 102.3.
Never. Like 10 years ago.
Nah, there are a lot of good songs.
Station here that I listen to every now and then. That's it.
Right now, there's this thing called the Bust It Challenge, and the song it leads. It's Nelly's "Hot in Here." So that one's making a little bit of a comeback right now. I would probably say that, if anything. But also, that started in 2021. I don't know if you can really consider it.
I don't even know like the award like category time frame for like the Oscars and stuff. I always feel like it's a year behind.
It is, yeah. So they'll do the award for 2021, and it'll be like all the stuff that came out in 2020. I believe.
Yeah.
Don't
that
quote
makes
me.
sense. I have no idea. Like, some things are like Oscar worthy and some things aren't, and I don't understand the time frame for them.
All right, so what would we each have to say for the slappiest song?
I mean, you make a really good case for WAP. You really do. Despite our objection to it.
You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to.
Slap your mama. That's pretty much it.
I would. No, I mean, I would do the Deathbed by Powfu. I would do that one.
I agree with that one.
Okay. I mean, he had a bunch of like little bitty songs here and there, but now like his like YouTube channel and stuff like exploded. So. All right. Oh, well, congratulations, Powfu.
Oh, hold on. There's this streamer, this game streamer called Corpse Husband, and he does have a song on Spotify called E-Girls Control My Life or something like that, or something like that. And in one of the songs, his lyrics is "Choke me like you hate me, but you love me." I'm pretty sure you guys have seen videos of him because he's a guy with like the deep voice in gaming that everybody's falling in love with.
Deep voices are good.
Yeah.
Including myself.
But I've never.
Oh, okay. Well, he has a song that everybody really loves, and every time he's streaming with other like streamers, they'll start singing this song. Like in Among Us, there's proximity chat, and like they'll start singing it randomly just to get his attention. It's just funny.
Gosh,
I would say he has a good chance there too, but we can go ahead and give it to Powfu.
All right,
yay!
He won our first award. You've made history, Powfu.
I think the 20.
Come claim your award. It's also like $20 shipping and handling. So, but you get an award.
Yeah. You have to pay for the shipping and handling.
Exactly. You're not going to get an Oscar or Emmy or Grammy anytime soon. So you might as well get this one. You know?
This is as good as it's going to get, really.
All right, moving on. So now we have a nice little like subcategory. So we're going to have the best streaming service of 2020 and then the funniest stream that we've ever seen for 2020. So the first one is going to be the best streaming service. So I'm going to exclude Netflix in my case because Netflix did like stuff like Cuties and they bombed a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to say no to them.
Really? You're going to say, yeah, Netflix. Yeah. I don't think
I'm going to say no to Netflix. In terms of their original content, like they haven't come out with anything like good in 2020.
I'm the opposite solely because of the fact that they did add a bunch of anime that was only found like certain places.
They did, yeah.
So I did appreciate that.
Violet Underground or something like that is really good.
There's also I forgot what it was called. Neverland, Promised Neverland or something like that. That was also a good one.
Yeah.
But
Evangelion, they brought Evangelion.
But I would say Netflix does have should stand there.
So Disney came out with a bunch of stuff. Disney had Mandalorian. And then also HBO started doing their thing and making their name, putting their name out there. So
I think with those two, it triggers down to Disney Plus or HBO Max. And I'm going to go I would slightly go with Disney Plus because they saved Mulan in their own way, and we're still able to make some sort of money off of it. But stuff like Mandalorian, like, has been up.
Did y'all see Mulan though?
I haven't seen it. No.
Oh, Elijah's frozen in time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen Mulan? Oh, dude.
No.
People crapped all over that movie, but I feel like it was okay. I feel like it was like people expected it to be like the animated, like all the feels and the funnies and stuff like that.
And that's where like the kind of fan commentary kind of gets mixed up or whatever, because you can't really expect a cartoon movie to be the same live action. Like they can get pretty close, and I thought Lion King did well with what they did from like the animation. Animation movie is always going to be better, but I thought they did well from what the animation movie was to the real life movie. But like you can't go in with the expectation that it's going to be the exact same thing, because cartoon, it's like you have this room, you have a ton of room for just like imagination to run wild. Like in real life, you are fairly limited to what you can and can't do. But yeah, I do think Disney Plus. The reason why I would say Disney Plus would probably win the best streaming service award, is because of the fact that you can get Hulu, ESPN Plus also bundled in it. And being that I'm a UFC fan, getting Disney Plus, I also get UFC Plus, and on top of that, I get you get Hulu, and Hulu has a lot of good stuff too, and anime. And they have a lot of the older stuff like Parks and Rec, and they also keep up to date fairly constantly. So it's like it's really nice to just have like several options just based off of one price and like one. So I feel like if we're not counting the actual bundle itself, I don't know if I would consider Disney Plus as being the best, but if we include the bundle, then yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like it was, there was a lot of weird talk about it not really connecting over like the emotional side of things, which like is a fair thing. Like you're saying with the animated, you could capture so much more emotion in those animated movies. But I think it was still like okay, and I think we'll probably have to give it to Disney Plus. Like, man, I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet. I'm looking forward to that, but I think Disney Plus probably like they own 2020 for sure. Like especially with the nostalgia stuff too. Like we watched a lot of Disney.
And all the Christmas movies that it has, like we can't even just forget about that. Like with Christmas just now passing, like how many of us watched thousands of Christmas, not thousands, a bit of an over exaggeration, but hundreds of Christmas movies on Disney Plus, solely Disney Plus. Like
I watched Santa Claus and Home Alone.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back.
Hi, I'm back.
But
when I came back.
You're back from you like frozen time, and it looked crazy. And then like I was, Tenet. I recently saw Tenet, and so my mind went all crazy. Like
everything's going backwards. Everything's going backwards. But Daniel and I were just talking. We're thinking that Disney Plus got this award. Do you agree with that?
I agree with Disney Plus. I think a close second would be HBO Max, but Disney Plus for sure.
Did y'all see Noelle, the movie Noelle? I think it was on Disney Plus.
The one with Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick, yeah, exactly.
Watch it because she's in it.
So Tabby and Mark, we went over to their place a while. I mean, I guess it was like it was like a couple of weeks before Christmas, I think.
Yeah,
and they were real adamant about it, and it's like, I mean, it's really like the it's like the Anna Kendrick version of the Elf, like pretty much.
Oh, really?
Like it's still kind of cheesy and stuff.
Yeah.
In like a Christmas way, but it's like, I think y'all would like it. Honestly,
I like Anna Kendrick. I have a huge crush on her, so yes, I would definitely. I should probably watch it.
Yeah.
Who does?
So does everyone else in the world.
Yeah. I loved her in Pitch Perfect. I always will love her in Pitch Perfect. But yeah, anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and just say best streaming service of 2020 will go to Disney Plus.
And I know they're listening to us because they're in part with the NSA. So come get your award, Disney Plus. Good job.
So congratulations. We'll be mailing that out through Amazon. Again, you will have to handle shipping and handling for it, but you'll get an award, which I know some people would love to see.
And so, where would we send it to? Would we send it to like their server room or like to do they have a headquarters somewhere? Is it in Disneyland?
I'm assuming it's in California where everything else is.
Probably.
In like Silicon Valley. So we'll send it to someone.
It's in California right now, but it's coming to Austin this year type thing.
Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot. So anyways, let's go ahead and
our Disney Investors Day has the most views on there, so they're watching.
Oh, exactly.
They have to be watching. So anyways, to go off of this, we are going to go with actually let's change it up a little bit. What is the best fast food burger of 2020? There's been a lot of debate. Also, I do want to pose a question to you guys before we answer. Do chicken sandwiches count in this? Because obviously with 2020, there's been a lot of backlash with which chicken sandwich is best, and also
the Wendy's claim to have ended the chicken wars.
So. Yeah, Wendy's coming out of nowhere claiming they won. But what is y'all's best fast food burger of the year?
Yeah, KFC was doing bad. Ooh. Although I had a big craving for KFC the other day.
Everyone's trying to come up with their chicken sandwich, man, and it's just everyone just needs to stop.
It's Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. That's it. Popeyes and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are your only options, really. I for burger, I mean, I don't know. I would just have to go with Whataburger. I mean,
exactly, dude. Exactly.
I mean, the Hatch green chili burger, they added bacon to it this time around and a nice little sauce on it. It's so good. Mm-hmm. They improved upon something that they've already tested and released, Yeah. So
see, this award was the only award that there was a right and wrong answer.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you answered this correctly.
Yo, I can't tell y'all how many times I had this spicy bacon burger this year, dude.
Heard. Yeah.
It's that sweet and spicy one? Dude, the patty melt is already.
The patty melt is perfection.
Yeah.
It was just comfort food for, not being able to go out and stuff. It was just the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm lucky to be in Louisiana that has one Whataburger.
But it's not
just happened to be in it. It's not. It's horrible. Everyone there sucks. The lines are always wrapped around the building. They always forget my gravy cup.
Usually the morning shifts are pretty good.
Yeah, we've been in the morning time a couple times, and those are good.
Okay, good.
They've even snuck in a free hash brown for me.
Oh, good.
But the dinner shift, it's bad. But nonetheless, I love the company overall.
Me too.
So
shout out, Whataburger.
Yeah. Whataburger. Good job, you did it.
We talk about anybody else.
But yeah, we literally didn't give anybody else a chance. Sorry, guys.
Oh no. Well, because if we do our rating scale, I mean, McDonald's is the McDonald's of fast food. So
hey, you know what would have been a funny plot twist if we just gave it to McDonald's?
Because the Travis Scott burger.
Exactly. After we just pooped on them all year.
Yeah. The Travis Scott burger, which is just a quarter pounder with some lettuce. I mean,
they are okay. That's what bothers me about the Travis Scott burger is that they already had it. They already had the burger. They just made it into a combo and named it Travis. Come up with your own burger.
There's a new wrapper that has a burger at McDonald's now, though, and it's a Big Mac or something.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's another guy put his name on a burger somewhere.
Yeah, and it's it's like a Big Mac, but it comes with the hot and spicy mustard or something instead of the little barbecue ranch or something. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, Whataburger, we'll go ahead and we'll actually personally deliver this one to you since we love you guys so much.
Y'all don't have to pay.
So y'all don't have to. Yeah, we don't want to put you through it. But if you do want to send us some of those tote bags or a mug or anything, as courtesy for giving you this award, we'll take it.
And I know y'all promote heavy. Okay, I worked in the operations for a bank with helping organize community service events, and they would come by and just drop off like 100 bags, 100 sunglasses, like 1,000 coupon book, and then they would just leave. So I know y'all. I know y'all got some.
If y'all want to leave us those little signs,
the little trays,
the little tray things from 1 through 100, we'll also take those.
Have those.
Oh yeah. You can like custom order them now on the website. You can like custom order your own thing.
Oh really?
Like your own label. Yeah.
Oh wow. Anyway, so let's go on.
Let's capitalize on that, man.
Oh yeah.
Let's move on to the next award. So the next one we have is the best TTA episode.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
So, I mean, how would we even rate this one? Like, do we go based on like listenership and viewership, or do we go on like the one we had the most fun doing? Like, how are we going to rate this one?
Why not do both?
We could do both. We could.
Yeah, like our most popular is definitely the 600-pound life when we brought on Val and Emily and had a swell time. It was great.
We brought a doctor and a soon-to-be psychiatrist on to like break down that show.
Legit. It was fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I don't know, man. I have a lot of fun episodes. Like the bromance counseling with Chris was fun. The
day I learned my brother's name was Mikey.
And now like that's all we call him, especially on COD.
I don't know. So best one is easily 600-pound lives. And that I think that was a lot of fun too, because Emily and Val both brought like a different perspective into the whole conversation. And like it was a great conversation to flow through too, because it was more so not like random thoughts or like the things we really enjoy talking about, but it's something that we kind of just like we're able to analyze with a soon to be doctor or a doctor, and then also soon to be psychiatrist.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they were bringing information that, I mean, I'll be honest, that I didn't even know to the table, and it was great being able to bounce like ideas off of them.
Yeah. I like any episode that we have a guest on. Like we had Jay, really bright computer science guy, real bright coder and stuff like that. We brought him on to talk about AI and where it's heading. As someone who writes AI, so
sorry, you're not saying it correctly.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
AI.
Oh, you're right. AI. It's gonna change the way we think. Thanks, Common. That's Common, right? That's Common, right?
Common.
There you go. Yeah.
But I guess as far as like favorite episode, I don't know. We have a ton. It's gonna be the hidden Christmas episode that we have not released ever. That is my favorite episode by far.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, once we get that Patreon set up, we'll put it on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it like for me, it's like whenever we have a guest, I like talking to people and listening to people. So I would say something like that. But I definitely think the 600-pound life one was definitely like the toppest tier of them.
Oh, the Bachelor's pregame.
The Bachelor pregame one was fun. Where we had a bunch of like Popeye's fries left over that we were eating.
It was nice because I think before that we were all like we had all been doing this over like online or whatever via streams. Yeah. But like that was the first time in a while we had all been back in the same room together. Mm-hmm. And so that was also fun because just the like environment and just like the being able to like actually see you guys.
Very true.
And being near you guys. And also the conversation flowed. And also Elijah, you did shit on what's her name? Catherine, whatever. That was also funny.
Catherine Zeta-Jones?
No. The DC, no, not DC. Marvel director or president or something like that.
Oh, the Star Wars.
There it is.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still will. Don't worry.
Just not now.
That won't change in 2021. That's for sure.
But yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of our episodes.
The guests though, we need to award our the best guest of 2020 though.
That's true.
Emily and Val, easy.
Oh,
I was going to
say every guest we've ever had deserves the award.
Oh, I mean, yeah. That. What you said sounds a lot better.
It can't be our wives. So,
as my brother's in the room, and I didn't even pick him.
We had, was it Jesse on? That was really cool.
Yeah, we had a Father's Day episode. He's a new father.
Yeah,
and and he's a
popular episode.
Yeah, so
that one was a fun one too. Yeah, that one was a good one having Jesse on, just because I've never been a father. So hearing like
that's good.
So
that's
hearing
good
like how it is being a new father and having a newborn baby was a nice experience to hear from.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad he's never like accidentally taken the wrong baby home from going to the park. I remember that was my question. That's like a fear of mine, is that like I have a kid, I go to the park, we're leaving the park, and I take the wrong kid with me.
That is a legitimate fear to have, though. But
yeah,
he's
right?
a NICU nurse. Like, he deals with babies all the time. So, like,
yeah, but I'm not. So what happens then?
My fear is if I'm in the hospital and they give me the wrong baby, which has happened.
Yeah.
Well, no, Dwight Howard said to mark your, not Dwight Howard, Dwight Schrute. Dwight Schrute. Well, I mean, Dwight Howard really needs to watch it because he has like 7 kids or something like that. But Dwight Schrute, he said to mark your kid. Y'all remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
But I don't know. We've had a lot of good guests, and we're very appreciative towards all our guests. But I'm going to say mine. I know y'all can't, because y'all can't seem biased. But I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite guests were when we had both y'all's wives on there with us for that 600-pound life episode.
Heard.
Yeah, that was the OG for sure.
Heard. Yeah, I mean, every guest deserves the award, and we'll send those out. Everyone's got to pay for it, though. Like our wives included, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Whataburger is the only one that doesn't have to pay for anything.
Exactly. It's kind of like how like the super rich and famous person goes to like a restaurant, and then like the restaurant covers the bill for some reason. It's kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I've never understood.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, neither have I. But anyways, let's move on to another fun award. This one goes to Best Arcade Pup. And I was messing around with I almost called you by your brother's name, Isaiah.
That's
shit.
Okay.
Elijah and I were messing around, and I was just trolling him, and we were going in the order of favorite dogs. And this is my list. It goes Archie, obviously, because I'm biased and he's mine. Murphy, Cooper, every other dog, and then Odin.
and that's okay though, because last time we were in town, and Odin was just so excited to see his big uncle. He peed on him.
Oh yeah, I was joking around, but Elijah goes, "That's okay because he peed on you." And I completely forgot that Odin legit peed on me when I picked him up. It was the funniest thing ever. But I don't know, it's hard. All our dogs have been awesome. I love it when we all bring them like together and everything.
Yeah.
I love having Cooper and Archie together because Cooper tries so hard to get Archie to play with him. Play with him.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of videos from that.
Just because he knows that Archie's like a little gentle giant,
Toothless.
And then Odin and Murphy just run around till they're tired, and then run some more.
The Murphy and Cooper haven't pooped in the studio in like a hot minute, so they've been pretty good pups lately. Now they're getting them both the award.
That's how we're ranking it. If you haven't, I can't say much for Archie. Stupid snow.
Yeah, exactly.
My dog Odin gets like that. If it's like raining and it kind of floods a little bit, like he won't go outside and he'll hold his poop, but he'll pee everywhere. So we set up a little pee towel thing. So he'll go on that, and then like he'll sit on the porch or whatever, like realizing that it's raining, and then immediately go back inside.
When it snowed, when I went to take Archie out like for the day, it was like right before we were gonna go to bed.
Yeah,
he wouldn't pee or anything, and I was like, "All right, is he good?" And he seemed fine, so he like ran to the door and he was like, "All right, let's get inside. It's too cold." So then we're going to bed at like 3 a.m. He wakes up and he's starting to sniff around, but I'm like partially awake, partially asleep. So I don't know what he's doing. I just assume he's sniffing around. And then he starts running. He just starts running like crazy, like cats would. And I realized that it's because he had to pee, but he didn't know where to pee. Because in case when it gets like that and he doesn't know we have like a pee pad for him, but he never has to do it when we're asleep because he's also clocked out. So he didn't know where to pee. So he starts peeing because he can't hold it, and he's running. So he's running and peeing everywhere. And so I had to clean the carpet, and it was not a fun time. But he didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
I mean, think about this. Like 10,000 years ago, dogs were out hunting, vermin and elk or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what dogs ate back then. And nowadays, they complain about some rain.
Bro, mine gets mad whenever I try to move them while sleeping.
Exactly. Like, that's what dogs have evolved from. Like, their ancestors are not smiling on them, Mm-mm.
He knows I'm talking about him right now, so he's just staring at me chewing on his toy. Anyways, we'll give the award to all the dogs. All the dogs are good. We love you guys all. We're going to keep spoiling you.
We're going to give them an extra treat. We'll give Cooper and Murphy extra treats, though.
Not Archie. Archie's a little thick, but no extra treats for Archie. But anyways, let's move on to the biggest potty mouth. So Daniel has been a saint. Daniel hasn't really dropped any curse words, which I am impressed by because that's because I find it difficult to do. So Daniel has been the standard. Now Elijah and I have often let some words slip.
It's just a good way to convey emotion dramatically.
Elijah and I can be a little bit over dramatic.
Is it Chris or is it Elijah though?
But I'm gonna go ahead and say I think it's Elijah.
I 100% agree. I think it's me too.
It's Elijah.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. Oh, that's awesome! I didn't know you got that.
So speech.
Oh yeah.
Well,
let's hear it.
I'd like to thank my short temper and my impatience. I'd also like to thank all the problems that made me curse to begin with. So thanks, Kathleen Kennedy.
There it is.
Shout out to, the wrong, Burger King order that was given to me. Stuff like that. Y'all really inspired me to not invoke change, but just to be upset. So a big shout out to y'all. I could have done it without y'all. Typical speeches end with thank God and stuff, but I won't do that for this one. So
sounds good. Yeah, you definitely didn't go over your time. So good job.
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been so funny if Daniel cued exit music right when you started the speech.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, I'll get the graphics down and I can have the little hook come and get you.
Yeah. So anytime we're playing COD, I have this software that it'll record highlighted moments of mine. And I think I want to send it to you, Daniel, so you can put it on the podcast and it'll show you. I probably should have sent it beforehand. Yeah. That would have been a great idea. But there are 3 moments when we're all 3 playing together, and I'll have a nice highlight, but the highlight will always begin with Elijah dropping the F-bomb immediately, dude.
That's the only way to begin a clip, dude.
And that's so true. And he sent me one of those clips, and it's it opens up with me shouting, and then it's Chris goes on a 3 or 4 kill streak, instantly, and then it ends with me shouting again.
There's one when we're playing a game called Domination, and Daniel is telling us things, and then we're yeah, or it's Daniel saying something, and then I'm confirming that I heard, and then Elijah just F.
We should probably 8 out of 10 times is our communication is Daniel telling us a good little order or directive or something, and Chris oh yeah, I got you, and he's running, and then it's me just screaming in the background like an autistic child, Yeah,
so there you go. It's there you go.
Why can't you just have a positive KD?
Elijah, this also still does count for you. You do have to pay for shipping and handling.
I do. I will.
We do not. Yeah, we're not going to give you that one for free. No.
Gotcha.
Too easy. All right, so next award is our Trendsetter Award, which I'm not quite sure who I would give that to.
We already know who that one's going to. We know who that going to.
Yeah. He says things like
I was going to say,
and let's go.
It bops. Let's be great, stuff like that.
This is only received because I'm on TikTok constantly. I'm going to install that app. I really should not spend as much time. Thank you for this award. I appreciate all the praises. Mama, I made it. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate this one.
You're important.
Very good, man. Good job. What's next, man? What right. Other awards?
So this is going to be our last and final award. We're all very in tune with like the gaming world. We all
the gaming industrial complex.
Yeah, we all play games together. We all know of like newest games, oldest games. We have a lot of like relationship with this one. It's going to be the best and worst game release of 2020. Now, I have my worst one already just because of like the reception it got, but I have like a feeling towards why it got this reception. And my worst game release is probably going to be Cyberpunk 2077.
That's exactly right, dude. That's exactly right.
Now, it was thought out to be a great game. It looked amazing, futuristic. Skyrim is what I like to call it. Keanu Reeves was in it, dude. Freaking John Wick. Like
Juan Wick.
Juan Wick, yeah. Shout out to that guy who destroyed us on Call of Duty. But
yeah, shout out.
But it was supposed to be this like great game, this nice anticipated like futuristic Skyrim, and then once it got released, immediately got terrible reviews. Microsoft pulled it from the online store and refunded everybody.
Well, they kept saying they're going to delay it, and then people just got fed up with them delaying it, and so they just released it, and that's what happens.
And that is also why I was saying like I have a certain issue with this. Is I think it's on everybody. It's on the CD Projekt Red, and it's also on the consumer. Just because we rushed them into releasing it so much, but also you had a lot of time to work on the game.
Yeah, you had a couple of years.
It almost feels like they weren't even really working on it. It feels like they were working on the plot the whole time rather than all these little like bugs and things like that. I mean, I still play it and I still like it, but
yeah,
that'd probably be my worst.
Boring to me. Like it doesn't look like it really brought anything new to to games. You know, like it just looked like another like shooter, like run around, and you can't really do that much. You know, it's just like this isn't really. I don't know. It looked like a complete disappointment to me.
It's honestly no different than Grand Theft Auto at this point.
That's what I was thinking too.
Like it's no real different. And look at Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto has been on several different
Grand Theft Auto 5 started with like the PS3.
Yeah, and now it's on the new Xbox and the PS5. So.
And that's still like one of the greatest games ever made.
Yeah.
So I think for me, I guess I'd go with Cyberpunk. 2020 for me, despite like being in pandemic and stuff like that, like gaming itself, like I did a lot of retro gaming. Like I went back to the N64 on the Switch. I went and downloaded the free Super Nintendo and stuff like that, and just playing those games.
Yeah.
So I never had like a bad experience, but I had a really good experience. And then for my best game, I actually have a candidate for a mod, but it's a complete overhaul of a game. So it's not like you're playing the original game like at all. And it's Total War Attila. And when that game was released, it got some bad reviews and stuff like that because it's really different in terms of the Total War series. But with this overhaul that it had, on this mod, it changed it to a completely different game, and it has a such better like optimization is better. The politics system and all that stuff like makes more sense now, and it's not like as overwhelmingly difficult.
Yeah.
Because in Total War games, you turn up the difficulty, all it does is just buff your enemy stats. That's it. It doesn't do anything to like make the game difficult. It just gives your AI and stuff like that. Like they're still stupid, but they're 10 times stronger than you. But with this overhaul mod, like all that stuff's like kept in check. Like the balancing is a lot better. So I think that's going to be my best game for 2020 is actually just this overhaul mod that I have. It's called Medieval 1212, and it's really nice. And it's like it's all free. And this team of like 6 people worked on it for like 4 years. So,
yeah, I would probably have to say the best game release for 2020 would be Call of Duty. Like I know, like
it was shaky though for about a week and a half.
Yeah, but the thing is like regardless of how shaky it was, it still brought in a lot of people to play it. Like I still played it on the release day. Like there are a ton of people. Like we still play it to this day. Like right now, within what was it? It came out in November.
Yeah,
so like 3 months, 4 months.
Like we were.
Well, what it did was it recovered fast compared to like Battlefront 2, which took years to get better.
Yeah,
and years to patch and fix, and they tweaked it here and there. Call of the guys at Activision like released it, realized what was happening, and then within a week it was fixed because like that first couple of days it was great. We were running, we were playing stuff like that, and then after that, like I got kicked off the game so hard, like it shut down the Xbox.
Yeah.
And so like it made playing with everybody like real hard, and the campaign itself is really nice too. I'm glad they like focused on that at least a little bit. Yeah. So that's what I think like saved that game was that week and a half of like hardcore patching, some overhaul, stuff like that, balancing issues. So, but I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, and like the whole integration with like the seasons that it does. So there's like a seasons that happen for a set amount of days, and you can get special like gear and like blueprints and things like that. Like it's adding a lot more to the game than like previous Call of Duties were. So I would have to say the like best game release would be Call of Duty, just because and also the constant like clips of Elijah just screaming at people like gold, comedic gold.
It saved us from like boredom too. Like we hadn't had a release in like ever, and then like something that we could all play. And it was rough at the beginning, but from a game that was designed or like finished and post production type stuff in the pandemic. I mean, that's a pretty dang good game. One game that I almost forgot about that came out in 2020 was Doom Eternal. I think that game was like sick to play. It's kind of like it's higher technicality though. So like the multiplayer is really sweaty type of multiplayer. It's like it's not just your usual like go.
It's not just like a running gunning type thing. Like you have to actually play.
It's a whole nother kind of, and I appreciate what they did there. I can't grind that stuff that long because man, it's so much work. But but Doom Eternal is a really good game.
I could argue with Doom Eternal for sure. I've seen you play it, and it looks really nice. I saw a clip of like the people, like these 2 guys that did the original Doom review, and then they did a Doom review Eternal, and they've aged like 40 years. So it looked hard, but it was. I thought it was really
Doom
cute.
Is essentially the game that started all this first person shooter stuff that.
That and Wolfenstein, right. And like that helps make first person shooters a genre. And it also caused a lot of controversy with the whole sadism thing. So the satanic panic, of the late 80s. So
there's always
part of that. So it's got some good history.
But I think it was even like the first like online thing too. Like it was like revolutionary in the sense that you could play online against other Doom players. Like
if you were on the computer, you could play online,
which is like that's all we do now.
Also another shout to Call of Duty another shout to Call of Duty going off of that is that now that it's cross-platform. Like if this was the previous Call of Duty, I wouldn't have been able to play with you guys because y'all play on Xbox and I'm on PC. But now that it's cross-platform, I'm able to play pretty easily with you guys.
Yeah, that's the greatest thing too, is the cross-platform capability. Except for the one time we ran into, me and Chris were playing, and we ran into like a genuine clan of people, like YNS, and they were all on PS5 and the whole lobby. So the other 10 players in our lobby were all YNS, and it was the scariest game I think we've ever played.
It wasn't ideal. But anyways, I know we said that was our final award, but I lied. That's not our final award. This is a bonus award, and I know Elijah and I can both agree on this one and who we think it is. Best producer.
Yeah.
Best producer award. So Daniel. Daniel did not know that this was going to happen. This was a sneaky one. I didn't even tell Elijah we were going to do this, but this is a sneaky one. Daniel has single-handedly helped us out with a lot. We brought him on, and we're very appreciative. So let's hear it.
Well, it's been fun, creating a little arcade studio. It's always cool to hang out with you guys, talk about whatevers. It's, and you want to thank my mom, my dad. Hold on.
How bad?
I'm kidding. I want to thank Cooper and Murr and my wife for letting me chill up in the loft with you guys for probably longer than we should be hanging out because I got responsibilities. But y'all my boys, so let's keep doing it. Let's go.
Boys before responsibilities is what I always say. So
yeah.
Oh, I think I've heard it a different way, but
yeah.
He always
jokingly say that Daniel saved the podcast, me and Chris, but no, genuinely, like, he saved the podcast because we had no idea what we were doing in terms of audio, production or direction, and then Daniel stepped in and was like, "Nah, do this. Now here's some music. Here's a soundboard." And now we have this awesome little streaming service with these cool awards.
Yeah. Ta-da. So again, thank you, Daniel. We appreciate you.
I'll Venmo you the money for the.
I'll Venmo you.
Yeah. Don't worry. You're still gonna get invoiced. Don't worry.
Yeah, invoice. We'll be sending that in the next 10 minutes. But anyways, again, thank you for everything. That's it. I believe that is it for the TTAA ceremony. Did anybody have any final thoughts? Any final additions to the award?
No, I don't even know when the Oscars and stuff happen. Isn't that in February? So we're on track, right?
Yeah. We're the
what
first
is award season?
Right now, we're the first award ceremony of the award season, I believe.
Exactly.
Oh,
okay,
that's good.
Oh, maybe
the only thing I have to say, help with the algorithm. That's all I got to say. Help with the algorithms. All 7,000 of them.
Share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, tell random people you argue with about politics on Facebook.
Everybody.
Any and everybody. And the best way to support the channel for free.
For sure.
I guess the best audience award would have to go to them.
Oh, I like that little shout out.
Yeah. Best audience award is our subscribers. It's our listeners.
And don't be afraid to throw out suggestions because we listen.
Yeah. And we try to get back to y'all, sometimes, every now and then.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. Again, like I said, share, subscribe everywhere you can. Next Saturday.